Hello, welcome to the Jumpstart Studios. I'm your host, Sean Martin, and today joining us from Absolute Intense Wrestling is the President, John, and Director of Operations, Pedro. Guys, welcome to the studio. Great to have you back.
Thanks for having us back.
So, just for our viewers at home, can you tell us a little bit about Absolute Intense Wrestling and what it is?
Absolute Intense Wrestling is an independent professional wrestling organization based in Cleveland, Ohio, and we've been operating our business since 2005, which is our business is promoting live professional wrestling.
And they are great events. I've been to several of them. I may have even worked with you guys there at one point in time.
Former intern.
Where I got my hands dirty and helping build rings. And
I must say, you've come a long way from transporting and helping us set up to you're working in this fancy studio now.
Oh, well.
Yeah, where was this in the Turner's Holidays, man?
Right. Oh, we don't try to get too fancy here at Jumpstart, but we try.
Dude, I'm impressed. I am impressed, best damn intern.
I feel like Sean Mooney back here. It's the event center going on.
Well, you know, it has its perks, that's for sure. So you have several events coming up, and we're going to talk about this one event you have coming up in March. And it happens to take place in my backyard, Akron.
Well, not really your backyard.
Not so much, but...
Not to say we wouldn't do an event there.
This isn't Backyard Championship Wrestling? No. So you guys, have you ever been to Akron before for an event?
No, we have not. This is kind of a big risk, you know, as far as our business is concerned. But we saw an opportunity to where we can potentially expand our territorial reach, so to speak. We've been operating in Cleveland for 13 years. And in that time, we've branched out here and there for special events. You know, we did some additional entertainment for concerts in Cincinnati or
Youngstown.
You know, we did some things in Youngstown very early on, but it was kind of too early to expand in those days, and to where Pedro's kind of been on me to run the Akron area for a long time because this is his realm, just like it is yours. You
right.
It was more of a, okay, and not to say anything bad about our Cleveland fans, but
right.
we've kind of cornered the market in Cleveland.
Mm-hmm.
And if you're not expanding your business, you're killing your business. So having grown up in the Akron area my entire life, I've seen promotions come and go. I mean, I was always front row for the Old Green Hornet shows every time he would run it. Barberton High School or Norton High School or Springfield High School. So I've seen these promotions come and go, and there wasn't anything like what we do in this area.
Right.
So we've said for 13 years, we need to do a show in Akron. We need to do a show in Akron. We need to do a show in Akron. Well, now that we have some of our students in our training center that are from the Akron area, you know, now we have more voices, more hands on deck to go out and promote the shows because.
Okay.
That's one thing we see that a lot of our so-called competition, why we are leaving them in the dust is because we have a strong internet presence. We have a strong presence through social media, and that is the new way of promoting events now. And now with people in the Akron area, we can have that promotional voice here in Akron to expand.
We have a lot more resources now than we did even 3 years ago.
Okay.
Just with advancements in how you can promote events and
right.
social media, our social media reach, and you know, utilizing our YouTube. You know what I mean? That's broken 40 million views.
Yeah. So your YouTube's broken 40 million views. I noticed that you have over 55,000 subscribers.
Yes.
I mean that's.
It's crazy.
That's pretty impressive. For me, I feel that's pretty impressive. I mean,
it's taken a lot of work to grow that and kind of get it on the ground floor before people were using YouTube as a promotional tool. And you know, we also have a podcast now that has helped us reach so many more people throughout the world, which to me, I never thought in a million years that I would be a podcaster.
Right.
That was just not something that I ever aspired to be in my entire life. Which actually are the people that own our video production company, Smart Mark Video, Mike Burns, he was on me saying, I think you should do a podcast. I think you have so many stories to tell that people would be interested in and would help kind of grow your business and, you know, make people understand how important it is to support these events.
Right.
So I had no experience in doing audio editing or podcasting. I just, you know, I had some friends, Colt Cabana, who has a very successful podcast, and I said, hey, what do you use? He told me. We went and bought it off of Amazon, and I watched a lot of YouTube how-to videos, and I figured it out.
Okay.
But, you know, just utilizing all those things, YouTube, the podcast, like Pedro said, he's from the area, and we also have students from our wrestling training center from the area. So we have people on the ground in the area, as well as utilizing these kind of more modern promotional tactics. So
right.
we felt that now was the right time to kind of take the risk and do an event in Akron, because I don't know Akron at all. I don't know the Akron area. So for me, it's scary, and it's a scary thing as a promoter to kind of go into this unknown to where, like, you know, I said on the previous time that I was here, I don't have a sponsor or a rich guy or, you know, investors.
Right.
It's me putting my paycheck up. You know what I mean? It's like it's almost like playing roulette. So, you know, I'm taking everything and I'm betting on Akron on March 10th, and I'm hoping it pays off.
So speaking of March 10th show, I think we have a little flyer here and you have a big draw right here. So tell me about the draw here. Enter the Dragon is the name of the event, and
it's going to feature a very special evening with Ricky the Dragon Steamboat, who has arguably been in some of the greatest matches of all time.
Absolutely, yeah.
WrestleMania 3 against Macho Man Randy Savage.
War 89 with Flair.
Yeah, Chi-Town Heat with Ric Flair, you know, former Intercontinental Champion, WCW Champion,
U.S. Champion, Tag Team Champion. I mean,
WWE Hall of Famer.
Hall of Famer for sure, yeah.
And it's just like, this is another thing that we've kind of used to expand our business in the last year and a half was we used to initially rely a lot on our DVD sales and our video sales.
Yeah.
As piracy becomes more apparent, that revenue stream has dwindled.
Right.
We still do very well, but not as well as we were doing. So to adapt our business, we've decided to get in, you know, the meet and greet kind of end of the business, which is seeking out these legends who they do come with a much higher price tag.
Yeah.
But in turn, they're going to help to where we didn't care how many people came to the events before because we were selling so many DVDs and videos. Now, putting a guy like Ricky the Dragon Steamboat on the card is going to help get people through the door.
Right.
Which is now that has become more of a focus in the last 2.5 years on our business, to where it wasn't necessarily.
I feel it's, you know, for this being your first time in Akron, you know, to put someone like Ricky the Dragon Steamboat on the card is, you know, it pulls at the heartstrings of nostalgic wrestling fans like myself, and I'm, you know, current wrestling fan and whatever, all types of wrestling fans, because, you know, Ricky the Dragon Steamboat was, you know, for 70s, 80s, 90s, heck, even in the early 2000s, you know.
He had a match with Chris Jericho, I believe, at a WrestleMania, right?
Yeah.
Putting you know, this talent together was kind of our way of saying, hey, we're coming to Akron and we mean business.
Right.
We're not just coming in and trying to make a quick buck, or, you know.
Plus, it gives people a chance to, you know, some people are weary about driving an hour,
right,
you know, to go to a show, and this will give them a chance to see Absolute Intense Wrestling and be like, you know what, I'm going to make that hour drive for the next show that's in Cleveland.
And that, you know, and that's another thing is, if this does well, we're going to come to Akron more than once, you know, throughout the year. If it doesn't, maybe this is only a one-time thing. That's kind of up to the people. If, you know, if the support is there, we're going to return to Akron more times throughout the year and for years to come. But it's kind of as a promoter, I can't sit here and I can't schedule 15 shows in the Akron area,
right?
When I haven't seen how the first one
right,
does,
right. No, absolutely, of course.
But putting the talent list together is kind of our way of saying like, hey, we're not going to come and bring you some, lower tier AIW show. We're bringing you, all the bells and whistles, and we booked a very large building, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And we intend to fill it.
So tell me, do you know a little bit about this building, Pedro?
He does, actually.
I did. It's actually the building that I had my wedding reception in. So the art decor, if it hasn't changed in 17 years, is quite fantastic. I'm sure Eddie Kingston will enjoy some of the murals on the walls, so we might find Eddie Kingston smoking some hookah with a camel at some point.
I mean, that's the thing. Like we've said before, you could have an independent wrestling event pretty much anywhere that'll have you.
Right.
This place was willing to have us, and it's big. So we put together a show that should hopefully draw a big crowd. That is the hope and the plan when promoting any sort of event, not just a wrestling event. And Ricky is just like with our show with Tennille Dashwood. He's going to be doing a meet and greet.
Oh, is he?
Starting at 6 p.m. He's going to bring his personal WWF Intercontinental Championship so people could take photos with that. And he is also, going to bring his WWE Hall of Fame ring.
The ring.
Yes. So he'll be posing for photo ops with both. He'll have 8x10s for sale to get personalized and autographed. And if you have Ricky the Dragon Steamboat memorabilia, action figures, T-shirts, he'll autograph that too. Take a photo with that.
Oh wow, that's pretty awesome. Because a lot of guys are like, no, I'm only signing my photo and that's it.
Yeah,
but that's
he's he's there. He's very much looking forward to returning to Akron. I believe he did like some NWA television tapings here in like the 80s at the Civic Center. I think he text messaged me. So it's been quite a while since he's been in the Akron area, but he's looking forward to it, and that's
awesome.
That's what's great about independent wrestling, and you can come and you can meet these guys that you looked up to as a kid or you were a fan of as a kid, and you can come and have a conversation with them, get an autograph, get a photo. And not only is he going to be there, former WWE star Hornswoggle is going to be there.
Yeah, I thought I saw that on that graphic. Let's see that again real quick. And he's right there in the back, Hornswoggle. In case, is he going by a different name?
He's going by Swoggle.
Swoggle, okay.
There's some trademark issues to where he cannot be called Hornswoggle.
He can't have the horny in his name.
Right. But he will be there. He's also going to be taking photos and signing autographs with people. Former WWE star Kevin Thorne is also going to be there, who was at one time known as Mordecai as well.
Okay.
So we have 3 former WWE stars that are going to be on the show, which is
that's pretty awesome.
It's a big deal, but like I said, we mean business when we come to Akron. We want to make Akron our second home, and hopefully things go well and you see us in Akron more times throughout the year for years to come. Worst case scenario, you can at least come down and meet Ricky the Dragon Steamboat and Hornswoggle and Kevin Thorne.
So tell me a little bit about this show. Like, so doors open at 6?
Doors are going to open at 6. Ricky and Hornswoggle and Kevin Thorne, they're going to do their meet and greet session for about 90 minutes. Just give everyone enough time to get there, make sure everyone that wants to meet them can come and meet them, get their photos with them. And then the in-ring action is going to start around 7:30.
Okay, that's great. And how much are tickets?
Tickets are $30 for front row and $20 for general admission. And they are available at shop.aiwrestling.com.
Okay,
shop.aiwrestling.com.
All right.
Or if you know how to get a hold of Pedro, he'll come probably sell you one.
Did you just almost drop an F-bomb?
No.
Oh, okay. So that's where. So you're going to be the Tadmore Shrine Auditorium, or Tadmore Shrine, and it's going to be Saturday, March 10th. Doors open at 6, 7:30 ring time. The bell ring.
Bell time.
Bell time. Ring time.
Ring time. Bell time. Same thing.
So the show's Saturday, March 10th. Doors open at 6. Bell times at 7:30. Parking's free.
Free parking.
Free
And
parking.
Lots of parking.
Lots of free
Plenty
parking.
parking. All right,
That
great.
is one nice thing about TADMORE Shrine. There's a lot of parking. And I think we've cornered the market for independent wrestling on having our shows start on time. In times past,
It's one thing we've worked on.
we've worked a lot harder on getting our shows to start on time. So it won't be one of those things where it's 8:05 and the first match hasn't even come to the ring yet. So
Yeah.
Right.
we've really streamlined our getting people in the door and getting the shows starting on time.
Because we want to give everyone not only to the show to start on time, but we want to give everyone more than enough time to meet Ricky the Dragon Steamboat,
Right. Yeah.
and all the other stars there. And not like I've said before. Not only is Ricky the Dragon Steamboat and Swoggle and Kevin Thorne, but all the wrestlers and performers on the event, they're going to be out there. You can meet them, take photos with them, have a conversation with them. They'll have merchandise for sale. You'll be able to get souvenirs. So it's just a really good experience just for everyone to kind of come down and be able to interact with these kind of larger than life people and people you've watched on television.
Right.
Hornswoggle, he's been in movies and
get to see the up and comers that 3 or 4 years from now you're gonna be like, I saw that guy at that AIW show. Here he is now.
And so many, there are so many people that are on Monday Night Raw or SmackDown now that started in AIW on their way up, which is pretty crazy to think about now. I never thought in a million years that 14-year-old me would be able to text pretty much half the WWE roster, and they're just my friends at this point. It's just
Right.
kind of a crazy thing to think about, that you do something for so long, and now I've just kind of evolved into what I wanted to be as a 14, 13-year-old kid. I just wanted to know wrestlers, what I mean?
Right.
And it's kind of crazy at this point.
We figured it up at the last show. There's 25 performers on the current main roster that has passed through the doors of AIW.
That's
25.
awesome. I think that speaks volumes of what you guys are doing, what kind of shows you guys are putting on, to have these performers come through your doors and then take the next step to the next level. And,
We know a lot of people that are probably millionaires now.
right.
Not us.
Remember that time we booked you on our show? Yeah. So
I got a
anyways,
Christmas card.
guys, thanks for coming into the studio again and talking about Enter the Dragon. Saturday, March 10th, doors open at 6. And get a hold of these guys if you want tickets at aiwrestling.com. Is it shop?
Well, you could get to the store through AIWrestling.com.
Okay. All right. Well, thanks again, guys. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next one.